Sawasdee krab. Thank you for joining us for the evening edition of NBT World Brief on NBT and NBT World. Yormi Suraphal Tharanarit. Thailand is hosting the ASEAN Vaccine Security and Self-Reliance Conference, or AVSSR, to establish a regional vaccine security strategy spanning 2026 to 2030. The international forum brings together delegates from all 11 ASEAN nations to transition into the second phase of the regional health framework. The National Vaccine Institute, the Ministry of Public Health, and the ASEAN Secretariat are jointly organizing the summit to ensure sustainable regional self-reliance. Minister of Public Health Pattana Prompat, who chaired the event, stated that member states are reviewing past performances and proposing new initiatives for the upcoming 5-year roadmap. The minister affirmed that Thailand will collaborate closely with ASEAN partners and stakeholders to address evolving health challenges and safeguard long-term public health security across the region. The Phuket Provincial Administration has successfully stepped up marine safety measures while preparing an upgrade to international standards.
According to Deputy Transport Minister Sanpet Bunyamani, the initiative targets immediate safety improvements across major beaches and secure tourist confidence ahead of peak travel seasons. Local municipalities have already requested additional funding for surveillance cameras and beach lighting to minimize nighttime hazards. The Ministry of Transport confirmed that joint operations between the Marine Department, Marine Police, lifeguards, and private jet ski operators have successfully reduced maritime accidents. Current protocols enforce red warning flags during strong wave conditions and require health screenings for jet ski renters before they enter the water. To maintain this safety record, the Marine Department has received strict directives to inspect the physical condition of all tour boats and jet skis operating in the province.
Cross-border PM 2.5 pollution from 4 major wildfire zones in Laos is facing aggressive containment under a newly activated joint monitoring initiative.
Minister of Natural Resources and Environment Suchat Chomklin directed the Pollution Control Department and the Border Affairs Department to launch a dedicated war room under the government's Clear Sky strategy. The Coordination Center focuses on real-time tracking of wildfire haze and builds long-term defenses ahead of the next regional burning season. Director General of the Pollution Control Department, Surin Warakit Thamrong, confirmed that the latest wildfire flared up in Vientiane province between June 24th and 26th. This outbreak follows 3 previous large scales in Laos, Bo Kaeo, Sayaburi, and Luang Nam Ta provinces. The joint facility unites Thai and Lao officials to sync wildfire management plans and suppress opening burning activities directly causing the transboundary haze. Local level operations are being tightened immediately to improve response speeds and prevent future seasonal spikes. Moving forward, the Pollution Control Department plans to scale up environmental agreements with neighboring countries. The expansion aims to fortify regional monitoring networks and protect public health from deteriorating air quality.
The Thai economy remains stable in May 2026 as rising energy costs and a slowdown in electronic component exports balanced out a recovery in long-haul tourism. Senior Director of the Macroeconomic Department at the Bank of Thailand, or BOT, Prani Suthasi, reported that while high-spending long-distance tourists and holidaymakers from China and Malaysia bolster the service sector, regional travel slowed down due to reduced flights and elevated jet fuel prices. The central bank expects these high transport costs and sluggish global growth to continue challenging tourism performance in the coming months. Exports grew by 9.8% in May, driven primarily by demand for electronic components and jewelry. The Bank of Thailand forecasts continued export expansion for the remainder of the year, supported by global market demand for technology and artificial intelligence infrastructure. Headline inflation remained high but steady at 2.79%, with a slight decline in energy costs tracking global oil prices alongside lower fresh food costs. Core inflation rose marginally to 0.92% as manufacturers gradually passed higher production costs on to consumers, though the central bank confirmed there are no signs of widespread price hikes across the broader economy. The economic outlook for June has outperformed previous forecasts due to a lift in private consumption, driven by the government's Help Thais Plus stimulus program. Business and consumer confidence improved as energy costs stabilized and raw material shortage concerns eased. To support the domestic recovery, the BOT extended its relaxed loan-to-value property regulations for another year until the end of June next year. The central bank emphasized that sustainable economic resolution requires a focus on raising household incomes to strengthen long-term borrowing capacity. And that's a wrap for our evening edition of NBT World Brief. And for more stories, you can simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, สวัสดีครับ